DLA Piper UK LLP provide full-service legal advice from its base in the city. They are ideally placed to provide a range of essential business advice rather than just advice on mergers and acquisitions.
DLA Piper is a commercial law firm. We deal with corporate clients, and we deal with them on both contentious and non-contentious areas of law. We're a full-service firm. That means that we deal not just with their very large matters, we also deal with their routine issues as well. So the full range from corporate finance, banking, litigation and arbitration, through to employment law matters, real estate matters. That full range is dealt with by the lawyers in our organisation.
I'm Sally Carthy, Head of Graduate Recruitment here at DLA Piper, and that means that I'm responsible for both the selection and recruitment of the annual intake of trainee solicitors and then managing them through their training contract. The selection process takes place from an online application form, and what we do with that is look at how people measure up against a set of criteria that we're looking for against what they tell us on their application forms.
DLA Piper's wide range of expertise allows their trainees to sample a wide range of practices, from employment law to mergers and acquisitions, and from non-contentious to contentious work. DLA Piper UK Limited allow trainees to find out through experience whether a certain area of commercial law is right for them.
If you want a broad range of practice areas throughout your training and beyond, DLA Piper offer a lot of opportunities for people to look at both contentious and non-contentious work, but also stretch outside of the pure finance areas of law.
I would say to somebody, in terms of the best advice I could give them about considering the law, I would say it's about reflecting on what you're like as a person. Do you really want to be a lawyer? Or are you just attracted by the money, the status, all those sorts of things? Because it's hard work being a lawyer, and you've got to think about the commitment that you're going to be making and the work that you're going to be doing. So do your research, talk to other people, find out what it's really like to work in a legal firm. And if that's what you want, go for it. And go for it with passion and be committed and enjoy it. Because if you don't enjoy your work, then it's a very sad state of affairs.
I'm Claire Evans, and I'm a graduate recruitment executive here at DLA Piper. So I deal a lot with the actual recruitment of our trainee solicitors and also of the marketing of the firm within universities to try and attract the best type of candidate for us. We tend to recruit from universities when people are at the second year stage of their law degree or final year of a non-law degree. And at that stage they're actually looking to find firms that are suitable for them to train at. So we're helping each other find the most suitable place to train, basically. We sponsor our future trainees through their LPC, and we also give them a maintenance grant for that year. And also the conversion course, which is called the Graduate Diploma in Law, if they've come from a non-law background. We also organise events for them throughout those 2 years before they actually commence their training with us, so they get to know their contemporaries that they'll be starting with, so that on the first day in the office it's not quite so daunting because you've got a few familiar faces around.
In terms of opportunities, I think if people are looking to grow their careers, the opportunities are the main things that need to be focusing on. And one of the benefits of us having this full range of activities, full service approach, is that when somebody's a trainee, they get an opportunity to experience a broad range of the law before they specialise. And I think that's very important, because when you come into the law, you don't know what area you want to move into, you don't know where your skills are best applied. So having that opportunity during a training contract to get that broad experience and decide what suits you best is fantastic.
DLA Piper only employ the best and only train the best prospects.
We get around 1,500 applications each year for about 95 places. I think the best thing that you can do to sell yourself in an application form is make sure that your attention to detail is totally on the ball. We want people that can write fluently, that are relatively concise, don't tend to waffle within a form, and know where their apostrophes should go and where they shouldn't, which seems to be a bit of an issue these days. We look initially at people's academic history, and obviously that's very important to us. We have, within our firm, a minimum of 3 Bs at A-level and a 2-1 in your degree. So we obviously, after looking at those grades, will then look at the answers to the essay-style questions on the form. And with those, you're looking for good research on our organisation, you know, why somebody wants to come and work for us. We write our graduate recruitment brochures, so if somebody just regurgitates the text from that in that answer, I can pick that up quite quickly. So you're looking for people that have done a little bit of extra research and really seem to have an understanding of what we do as a firm, and therefore they have an understanding of why it is that they want to come and work with us.
DLA Piper is the 6th largest legal services organisation in the UK by turnover and has over 2,800 people and 8 offices in the major UK commercial centres.
The best advice that I can give with interviews is be prepared and also be yourself. Being prepared, I mean actually preparing about the firm that you're going to, also preparing your journey, what you're wearing, etc. Going into an interview unprepared is like going into an exam unprepared, and I know that people try and say that they don't revise for things, but generally you realise that they do, and if you think about an interview in the same way, then that's going to help you prepare accordingly. And so I would do a lot of research on the firm that you're going to, who their competitors are, what their position in the market is, what their recent deals that they've done have been, big clients, etc. Because I think that will help you understand yourself why you would especially want to work there. With regard to preparing yourself for the journey as well, if it's in a city that you're not maybe familiar with, just make sure you know exactly where the office is, the best way to get there, estimate how long it'll take you to get there, and also then probably add half an hour or so to that time. The worst thing that you could do is to arrive late for an interview being incredibly flustered. It's not going to do you any favours. If you do get there early, I always say to people, you know, go and grab a coffee in a coffee shop or an internet cafe, have a look in the papers, what's been going on that day, anything that's of interest to you, look on the firm's website as well. You can also look through your application form to see what, remind yourself of what you've said on that firm's application, so that when you go into the interview you are prepared for what they should be asking you.
I'm Darius Safnia. I'm a trainee in restructuring at the moment. It's my 3rd seat. I'm also the office training coordinator, and that involves just liaising with other trainees and kind of acting as a go-between between the trainees and graduate recruitment. My kind of main activities also involve the vacation schemes, so kind of help organise them and other bits and pieces that involve graduate recruitment. The first couple of months was obviously settling in, finding my feet, learning where things were and how the whole firm functioned.
My name's Alex Pilk and I'm a first year trainee at DLA Piper. I started a month ago and my first month so far has been excellent. It's been very exciting, quite daunting. I've learnt a lot, but really exciting, really happy.
DLA Piper pay the tuition fees and provide grants to study their LPC qualifications. But they provide more than just financial support.
At DLA Piper we've got the opportunity to experience 4 different seats, and I think that's quite an important element because a lot of people would come in thinking they're going to do something and be told or move towards a certain direction. But I think with the option of going from seat to seat, you're given the opportunity to find out where your niche and where your skills can be mostly utilised and where you can actually provide a difference and where the department can help you.
I was really attracted to DLA Piper for the size of the firm and the international opportunities. Having decided I wanted to go into corporate law, I want to work with the highest calibre clients and international clients as well. So that was majorly informed my decision. But also, a lot of the old city firms can be quite stuffy and quite old-fashioned, and DLA Piper seemed like a real breath of fresh air. The people were really friendly and open, and I really liked the ethos and value of the firm, and thought it was somewhere that I'd like to work, and I could see myself building my career.
But once you are part of the DLA Piper team, trainees can expect quality training and a commitment to their development not seen in most employers.
There's that cliche that people are the most important asset of an organisation. Well, if you're in a professional service firm and you're in a law firm, they're the only asset you've got. You know, that is what is delivered to the clients. It's through our people. So our people provide that differentiation. So actually investing in the skills of your people and developing your people is critical. So yes, we do put a lot into bringing people on before they even join us in terms of grants and allowances and all sorts of things and keeping in touch with the firm. But we want a commitment from them too, because we want them to join us, we want them to work hard, we want them to be motivated. And I suppose most of all, we want them to enjoy what they do. Because I think one thing that's really important about this organisation and the culture in this organisation is that it's a friendly one, it's an open one, it's an accessible one, it's unpretentious. So we want people to join us and be committed to the organisation. One of the stats, and there's lots of stats about organisations, but one of the stats that I'm proudest of is that in all the surveys that we've had with our people, one of the highest scores we get is for people's pride in the organisation. And if you've got people who are proud to be in the organisation, you've got a very powerful and a very strong organisation. Because if people are proud to be there, whatever they are, be they a secretary, be they a receptionist, be they a lawyer, be they the person who's in charge of all the people, then that gets communicated to the clients, that gets communicated to new people who are going to join us. And very importantly, if you're in the pub at night and somebody says, well, what's your firm like? People who sell their organisation, that's where